Famished Worldsire. This is going to be absolutely hilarious. I'll probably just sacrifice. I mean, what? We got to go at least like, 6. And now we get to look at that Tatyova's going crazy. Dragonback Assault's going crazy. Have the utmost confidence that we are looking good, and we are, and we're looking phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode with Manaman, and today's juicer is going to be Vestige Lands. That's right. So I was going to address this new card. I think that this definitely needs a little bit of attention here. When this creature leaves the battlefield, draw a card, then you may put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Now this card is kind of weird because you kind of almost like it for its warp cost rather than its like hard casted cost, because it has to leave the battlefield in order to do something. But I did want to give a little bit of a special shout out to it, and we're going to build around it. So obviously you want to have lands. It is worth noting you can also put a land onto the battlefield from your hand. It doesn't have to be a creature, but typically what you want to do is actually just have the Blossoming Tortoise or the Icetill Explorer, because you want to just ramp up lands essentially. So there's not like a whole lot of interaction here other than the Flood Maw, which I did put in earlier. I had the Llanowar Elves. You actually don't need the Llanowar Elves in my opinion for this deck, because Llanowar Elves does not give you land, and you want like land. I know it's mana, but you want land specifically. So that's kind of what I'm doing here with like the Dragonback Assault and the Famished Worldsire. Again, it's actually a funny note. I actually made a bunch of decks for Best of 1 Early Access. I didn't get to play all of them, so this next week or so will be all full-blown Best of 1 stuff here, and I will not be streaming until Monday. So I'm at Gen Con. That's kind of the reason why. Now that I got that off my chest, let's continue on. Blossoming Tortoise. This is, if you remember this card, I mean, whenever it enters or attacks, you're going to mill 3 cards and return a land card from the graveyard tapped. So I am going to be going in for the Restless Ridgeline and 2 Restless Vinestalks. Obviously, with the Blossoming Tortoise's second ability, you definitely want those land creatures with +1/+1. So that's the reason for that. But other than that, let's address the Icetill Explorer. You may play an additional land on each of your turns, and you may play lands from your graveyard. Whenever a land you control enters, mill a card. Now, if you notice, it doesn't say may, so you do have to mill a card whenever a land enters. Now, you have to be careful because you can mill yourself out, especially if you go in for a big Famished Worldsire. When this creature enters, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is this card's power. Put any number of land cards among them tapped. So if you like sacrifice, all your lands, and then you just like get all of your lands on the battlefield, you have to remember that the Explorer, let's say you've got 30 cards in your library, 15 of them are lands. Well, 15 of them are from your library, and then you mill 15. Now you have no deck. So just be careful about that. That's not the reason why I'm running 2 instead of like a bunch. So just kind of be careful about that. But our other win condition is the Dragonback Assault. This is very nice because it is an enchantment. It does work with our Anticausal Vestige, which this is like just, I don't even know what, it's got weird vibes here, but I kind of like it. It's an Eldrazi. Eldrazi's are back in standard. Dragonback Assault, obviously it is going to be like the landfall stuff here, so you do get that additional landfall stuff, a 4/4. Oftentimes you just win with a bunch of 4/4 dragons. This is kind of the win condition a lot of the time, but other than that, this is kind of what it is. We got the Glimpse the Core, PuPu UFO, because it does increase your lands. Again, lands. Llanowar Elves, I think you need a little bit of like disruption in some capacity. Again, this is not like the super most uber competitive version. It's just a Best of 1 version for early access I kind of whipped up, and I think the core is pretty fun. So got Tatyova. It's got Summon Titan for more milling, because you do need some cards in the graveyard with the Icetill Explorer to make the lands from your graveyard be able to go. But this deck is really funny. A lot of times the Worldshire or the Dragonback Assault is usually what you have here. Other than that, Summon Titan +X, where X is the number of lands you control. Very, very fun deck here. So this is basically it. It's just like giving a little bit of ode to the Anticausal Vestige. Let's give a shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs that do financially help out the channel. Thank you so much. I will not, like I said, I will not be streaming until next Monday. If you're watching this, it's probably like Thursday or something. I don't know. Math's hard. Math's for blockers. I don't know. I'm not going to be streaming for a while, but I will have some YouTube content up for you to focus on. And I want to give a little bit of focus onto this Eldrazi. So just keep in mind that only you can help protect the ether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. Without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Smorpheus, hello. All right, well, this looks good enough. We're gonna rock this baby. We're gonna rock this. Yet another player. Ayo, here we come. Here we go. Let's go. All right, so Vine Lasher. We're just gonna start off with a little action here. Got the Glimpse the Core. All right, we're just like I said, the concept of this deck is extraordinarily simple. If you just stream making deck, I would watch that. No, I mean, I just won't be in town. You know what I mean? I just, like, won't be in town to stream. So, like, I just can't no matter what. Sadly. Don't worry, though. Next week, the grind will be per usual. Per usual. Alright, let's go ahead and go in for a glimpse the core. Just going, we got a lot of mountains here. You can tell I'm rusty. A lot of force. Yeah, I mean the one-day event. Yeah, I literally just wasn't... Yeah, I was just such an L. I literally thought we had 2 days, and then I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, when it hit me that I was like, oh, this is only 1 day, I was like, oh, it's so gross. Best of 1, nice. Yeah, I usually, like I said, mostly I prefer best of 3, but the format's so new. We're just gonna, like, you know, do some crazy stuff and just hopefully it sticks. We're throwing some shit at the wall, hoping it sticks, baby. We're just gonna have a little bit of fun here for this week. Blossoming Tortoise, you might be able to kill it. That's fine. We'll still get our ability. It's fine. Alright, hopefully I do hit a land here. Oh! That's rough. Ruffaroni and cheese. We got our Anticausal Vestiges in here. Do you have another one, though? At this point, we could go for Tatyova. Gain 1 life, draw a card. Nah, I think I would rather set down the Blossoming Tortoise first, right? I'm just hoping that we don't get screwed again. No! Gross. I mean, you got that 1 day, though. Lucky. Yeah, for sure, for sure. It took me a long time to get into the early access event, sadly, but... I am just going to make a block here. I'm at 9 life, so... I do have the Dragonback Assault, so we can maybe clear out the board if need be. Hopefully we just don't die. Not dying would be preferable. Kind of an error on my end, though, right? I mean, we should have gone in for the Restless Ridgeline here. Thankfully, we do kind of get bailed out with the forest here. Otherwise, I could go in for you, draw a card, that's fine. I think I have to just go for the Dragonback Assault. Deal 3 damage to everything. So let's swing in first. Has come in tapped anyway, so let's not be dumb about it. No more proliferate in standard. I know it. Okay, let's just go for the Dragonback Assault, right? Let's just clear the board here. Hopefully the Rockface Village does not prove to be a problem. But I think we are going to get the sweep here. Alright, next turn. Let's just worry about not dying first. I might just die. Oh, what is this? Affinity for Outlaw's Trample. I haven't seen this in a long time. Interesting. Alright, let's go in for a Tatyova. Benthic, Druid. Restless Ridge. And now we got the Dragonback Assault. Now I think we're looking pretty damn good here. Into Glimpse the Core. Alright, now that we're starting to gain life and get these dragons out, I think it's looking pretty insane. I think we might be able to stabilize now. Did you see the Virulent Silencer? I don't think so. I probably have. I just don't recognize it offhand. Yeah, I will double block this for sure. They could go for the throw or whatever the hell, and then we still get the trade. We just take 1. I don't think it's that big of a deal. That's fine. Alright, this is absolutely hilarious. Let's just go for the Verge first. But now that we go for the whatever the hell is this, what is this called? Famished Worldsire. We're gonna devour land. This is gonna be absolutely hilarious. Alright. Famished Worldsire, and I'm just gonna probably just sacrifice. I mean, what? We gotta go at least, like, you know, 6? I don't want to get rid of all my lands. Famished Worldsire. Oh, yeah, let's just grab all these lands here, right? Submit 9. And now we get to look at, oh, look at that. Tatyova's going crazy. Dragonback Assault's going crazy. We're going crazy, baby. Draw me these cards. Give me this life. I think Lizards, I think you're probably looking a little bit rough here. I didn't want to go super crazy in case we deck ourselves out. So 14 left. That seems reasonable. We'll just drop the PuPu. At this point, we'll just attack. I don't think we're going to be needing to draw any more cards or gain any more life, so... Let's go! Trigger City, baby. Alright, I don't even think it matters that much here. Let's just get rid of all this stuff. I'm not even sure what I'm clicking. Here we go. Just get rid of it. I don't think that lizards are going to be able to make a comeback here with this monstrous board. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Board 3, that's completely fine. I have the utmost confidence that we are looking good, and we are, and we're looking phenomenal. Alright, only going some Simic ramp here today, but that is okay. We don't need red until later, right? Opponent on the Mully. Oh, a double Mully. You gotta hate that for them. But you love it for us. You love it for us, though. As long as you have, like, at least one Dork, or one, you know, Ramper, pretty much keep any hand. But you need one, I think. So let's see what the opponent's got here. You hate to see it. Unless they're playing something gross here. Rubble Belt Maverick. Insidious Roots? Okay. Maybe we can kind of go over top of them, but Insidious Roots is kind of annoying. What is this? Oh, this is that Transformy cardy. Okay. Okay. I see what you got here. I think we go Glimpse the Core instead of... This thing is actually interesting because... This is actually... it comes onto the battlefield. It's not tapped. So you can theoretically do that. And I don't think they're running removal. If they're running removal, we should probably go Glimpse the Core. I don't think it matters a whole lot. Let's just do this. I guess we don't have another land guaranteed, though. J Money, how we doing here? How's it going, J Money? Happy EOE release day. We're running some Teamer ramp here with the Anticausal Vestige. I'm making tons of misplays, don't worry. Probably should go in for a Glimpse the Core just so that we guarantee to have our fourth land for the Tortoise, but we won't talk about that. But how you doing here, J Money? I saw you posted a deck list here. Thank God we don't get punished. Alright, I don't get punished here for my dumb mistakes, but put a land on the... And this is not tapped. This is what makes this thing so good. Alright, so no punishment here. No punishment here. And we go for the Blossoming Tortoise, baby. And now that we got... Oh, that's like, don't whiff, don't whiff. Now that we've got some stuff in the graveyard, presumably, I guess this Icetill Explorer. Pretty nasty. Misplays is how we learn. That's right. That's right. I don't even know if this is roots. This might just be like graveyardiness. Graveyard stuff. You got the PAX bundle this morning. I'm proud to say I got every secret guest card in this. No way. Wait, what? I'm actually not even like super familiar with what that actually is. What does that mean? Every rare? What does that mean? What's like the craziest thing in there? Actually, I'm not really too familiar with that. Icetill Explorer is actually not doing a whole lot for me right now. I think we actually just go for Glimpse the Core, as yucky as this is. I don't really know. Maybe we just drop this thing down, even though it's doing like nothing. Kind of rough, but maybe we can get some millage going. Diamond Weapon, nice. Nice. Reach. Oh my god, 8/8 indestructible, effectively. Oh, that's what. Okay, yeah. The strip mines. Okay, I got you. Yep. The strip mines, and then they have all the old creature lands, all the man lands. Okay, I got you. I remember those now. All right, Famished Worldsire. Gotta find a way to get more lands here. The Explorer's not doing a whole lot on its own, so maybe we can kind of get going with the Glimpse of the Core. Would like if I milled a land here, which we don't, and things are looking kind of squirrely really quickly. Other than just a big diamond weapon, though. He doesn't have trample. He doesn't have trample, so I guess I could just throw a block out here. Ow. You did well, PuPu. You did well. Not too bad here. Not too bad. Let's go for the Verge. See if we can get into a mill, into an extra land. We do not, sadly. The Dragonback Assault. I don't know. kind of want to just go in for a Restless Vinestalk and like double block here. Oh man, I kind of thought I had enough to go in for the Famished Worldshire. I cannot lie about it, but that's just okay. Ow. Okay, let's go for the Icetill Explorer and just pass. We're just pretty much just trying to set up a Worldshire. So that's at least a second major misplay this game. That's okay. Like Arconi says, misplays is how we learn. This costs 8. Next turn, next turn. I'm gonna take one hit here. Hopefully we just top deck into a land and we'll be alright. It was so weird building a deck and was looking for go for the throat to go in. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh Jesus. Menace. Alright, we get it. Thankfully we do get this. So Dragonback Assault, and then we just gotta go for Stomping Ground, and then we have to hope to pretty much live another turn so that we can go in for Worldshire. Because going in for Worldshire doesn't really do anything, right? So hopefully that we can at least mill one land so that we get the actual thing with the Restless Ridgeline. So that's good, that's good. So here we go, we got another forest. There we go, there we go. Now we get another one, and now the Icetill Explorer is proving its value here. Bam. Okay, that's exactly what we needed there. Milling that extra land was kind of the whole point there. And then if we go for Famished Worldshire, the world is our desire. Sorry, I don't know. I was just going for a rhyme there. Didn't sync so well. What does this have? Death Touch and Menace. That's not that big a deal. Sure. I'm all out blocking you, even with my Icetill Explorers, which is not exactly the greatest thing, but I will just block. Yeah, I'm gonna throw one in front of you, right? Yeah, that's fine. They do have Death Touch, so they do die, but that's completely fine, because now we go in for the Famished Worldshire, and that's... that is going to be absolutely nuts. So I guess we might as well just go in for our forests. Now, I gotta be kind of careful here, because you can deck yourself out, so... You definitely can deck yourself out, which makes me a little nervous. So let's go for Famished Worldshire, and we're just gonna have to put enough to have, like, lethal, essentially, in the air. So maybe it's, like... 6? No, we're fine. We're not gonna mill ourselves out, right? No, we're not gonna mill ourselves out. Don't get crazy on me. I'm gonna go 7. I feel like 7 is a lucky number. So let's get all of our lands out here. And then we mill ourselves out a lot, but look how much Dragonback Assaults we got. That's right, mill. Let's mill. I don't think we're milling ourselves out, right? Nah, we're fine. We're beautiful even. That is the funny part about the Icetill Explorer, is it does say mill a card. It doesn't say may. It says you're milling a card, whether you want to or not. Alright, so now we got 11 dragons in the air. Come on, who cares? Not me, and surely not the opponents. Alright, let's get this going, baby. Into the PuPu UFO. You definitely want a lot of lands. I mean, Elves is always good. Elves is never bad. Thinking that's the only one. I think you're right. I think Yins are right here, but it is what it is. Alright, let's just do this. Get our stuff down. Ramp up to the high heaven. It is pretty important if you are playing the causal thingy. If you're playing like the anti-vessel cause, whatever the hell, the Eldrazi. If you're playing the Eldrazi, you want actual lands. You definitely want lands, specifically. Let's go ahead and bounce, baby. Right. I kind of want another blocker here, so I'm not going to go for the Stomping Ground. But let's just go ahead. Yeah, there we go. Very cool about Blossoming Tortoise is now you have the Restless Vinestalk. That does give you a cute little way out of stuff, but... I'm not running towns, but I just wanted a little bit more ramp. And again, you need specifically lands for like this to kind of really work. I can't remember if I showed you all my brews there earlier. I know I've not specifically to you, Arconi, or yet another player. Let's go ahead and just do this. PuPu. I don't know if it's PuPu, but I can pronounce PuPu. Let's get another land down here. A Glimpse of Course. So we're all landed out. All landed out, but we don't really have anything else to do with it yet, so it's kind of unfortunate. But I'm just going to go in for the Restless Vinestalk. I mean, I have no other way to make use of this mana, so we might as well. And we're swinging, baby. PuPu UFO, I guess can be a 3/3 here. I think we just want to be quick about it, so Vinestalk onto PuPu. Alright. I mean, that is 12 damage, so it's definitely not nothing. I think we will just Glimpse the Core just to kind of like thin out our deck here. But yeah, we're looking all landed out. We just need one of our big bombs now. This is the card that's like, man, I think this has a lot of potential. Oh god, alright. Gives me the Corey Steelcutter vibes. I think we actually do just take the block here. I mean, I don't really need all this mana, so like, let's just hold it still a little bit. Gosh dang it. Okay, I think we just do that same exact move here. The only problem is with the Blossoming Tortoise. Do I swing, I think an Ugin deck and the Silencer with Gingerbrutes? Yeah, Gingerbrutes is still in, right? Oh, man. Do I swing in with the Tortoise? We're going to get walled off pretty aggressively here, which is pretty sad. I really wish I had something else going on here. Let's take a little bit of thinking. I think you just have to. I'm not going to overthink this too much. I think we just have to be aggressive here. So what you got for me here? Torch the tower. Not liking that. I wonder if they'll actually trade with my Vinestalk. Or let's see what they do with the hero. If they have some other thing, I mean, they can just trade with the Vinestalk. And my Vinestalk is essentially my win condition at the moment. So, yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty rough. We need a big bomb. Or a Restless card. That's neither. Pretty whiffy. Whifferoni and cheese. Double trades. A little bit of a tilt land drop there. Definitely should just keep that in case we top deck into some landfall stuff. Definitely a little bit of a tilt land there. Should have taken my time there. So if we drop top deck into like something crazy with landfall, we're punished essentially. So I got all the lands in the world. Nothing to sink my mana into, though. Tough-a-roni. What you got for me? At least they just sink their mana yet, so if we got to top deck something like right now. We got a Doppelgang. I actually am not. I actually am not running Doppelgang. You totally could. There's a lot of different ways you could build this deck here, but nevertheless, we do get into our Restless Vinestalk. Ugh, I want that card in my hand. Maybe I should have some flashback stuff. Okay. Well, at least we got a Restless Vinestalk back. But hey. No, honestly, no, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say Doppelgang. Doppelgang's not a meme card at all, I don't think. Doppelgang's good. Yeah, I am not a anti-Doppelgang person. Trust me, there's a lot of meme cards. I don't know how the hell we won that. Beowulf, how you doing? Let's go ahead and keep this. The PuPu UFO is really nice, but we need to make sure that we have our lands for sure. And as long as you have 2 lands in your hand, the next turn you have PuPu, you can effectively just go in for a Vestige here. Alright, so this is the curve. This is like the dream curve, which it's probably not even a dream. It just seems like pretty good, right? So I think we just go for Breeding Pool. Then we go for PuPu UFO. Put this untapped. And now we go in for the Anticausal Vestige. Look at that warp. That warp is pretty sick. I cannot get over that. That is really cool, the warp animation there. So now we get a card draw, and now we get a Blossoming Tortoise for free. That's pretty cool. So hopefully we can hit a land, and we don't. That is really unfortunate. Gobbler, what's up? Playing 4-color Graven has been fun since it's new. What are you playing in, what are you reanimating there, Thomas? Dragonback Assault. Let's see if we can get some lands here. I think we might just need to run more lands. This is a landy deck, and it's not getting very landy in here, so let's land it up. Alright, I guess we'll go for... I guess Vinestalk's probably a little bit better here. Alright, we can clear the board. This is almost like a dream matchup here, just because we can clear the board pretty effectively with the Tortoise. I guess we'll kill the Glimmer. Tortoise. Give me those lands, baby. We just need lands so that we can go in for some crazy stuff. Pass the turn. Entity Tracker is actually not that big a deal, as long as they don't... They can go wide, as long as they don't go tall. Teamer can handle anything going tall, but not wide. Excuse, I think I'm back. I don't know. I think, yeah, you know what I said. All right, so we can just go for Dragonback Assault. We're gonna lose our Tortoise, so I guess we might as well swing in with the Tortoise first, because unfortunately our little Tortoise is gonna die. This kind of sucks though, because the Entity Tracker actually does survive now. Okay, that's actually a problem. So let's just see if they wanted to attack with the or block with the Entity Tracker. That'd probably be the best case scenario for us. Come on, block with the Entity Tracker. Damn, alright. They're too smart for that. But... God, we could just go for the... This is the move, right? It's only when it leaves the battlefield, so that... Like, you don't really get the benefit from it now. You just get a 7/5, so... I think we just don't play around, right? Let's not play around here. Dragonback Assault, we're gonna wipe the board, even though... The Entity Tracker's still gonna live, which is not great. But if we can resolve a Famished Worldshire, that's basically what we need to do. Yeah, this Shard Mage's Rescue really... Oh! Okay, we might be looking rough here. Oh, we might be looking screwed. Oh, we might be screwed here. This is Summoning Stick, right? Hall Creeper. Okay. I think I got a block, right? PuPu UFO ain't doing a whole lot right now. Can't go in for the Worldshire. I think we're screwed again. Again, we're screwed, I think. Oh, brutal, 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 brutal. Do we have any, we have a lot in our graveyard, right? So I guess we're just gonna have to go in for the graveyard and just hope that we snag some crazy stuff. Alright, so we have 2 land drops that we can hit. Dragonback Assault. Let's just get nice and juicy here. Yeah, we just go glimpse the core and do it again. Just get some lands out here, I guess. Not the worst turn here, but they're gonna pretty much eat our lunch here, I fear. That Shard Mage's Rescue really took us out of the game, I think. Val, Ureni, a Voltborn Tyrant, Meringue, Kefka. Oh, River Regent, yep. Kefka with the zombie using Smuggler Surprise. I mean, Smuggler Surprise is pretty amazing. No doubt about that one. I think we gotta try and go for a kill. These all have first strike, so I guess we just like chump. I guess. I can't block you. Well, as long as we're still alive, I guess could be worse, right? Yeah, Sheltered by Ghosts is pretty rough. Okay. I don't think there's a way for us to go in for the Famished Worldshire. So I think we go for just Dragonback's Assault. I think we have to, right? Dragonback Assault. And they're pretty tall here, but like if they can't do anything else with it, that's kind of just the hope here. So, and then we actually do have a sneaky blocker here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a sneaky blocker with the Ridgeline, which might come in handy. We'll see. But as of right now, we're just kind of at their mercy. We're going to have to find a way to go in for just a crazy Worldshire here. Because as of right now, good God. Dollmaker's Shop. If they flip this, we might be looking pretty rough. So as of right now, we can withstand this, I believe. The only question is, do we actually... I think we have to chump block here because we do get to drop it again with the Restless Ridgeline. So we might as well take a chump block here. Because the Icetill Explorer will be able to bring it back anyway. So I think that's probably the best thing here. The lifelink is just rough. No way around it, sadly. So we still have the Dragonback Assault. We're going to have to find a way to go in for this big Famished Worldshire. I might just have to, like, go YOLO mode. We might have to go YOLO here. Ridgeline. Is there a way we can win this? I'm just thinking here, I don't want to mill myself out. If I go for Worldshire and I sacrifice like every land. Oh, this is rough. This is rough though, because I can't just like YOLO every land. I think I have to Dragonback Assault too, because they're gonna go crazy with this too, but then I just lose anyway, so then there's no way out of this. The best move that we have is to go for Famished Worldshire. And we have to hit like maybe any number of lands. So like I have the choice. So I'm just gonna do all of them, and we have to remember that we're cutting them in half. So if you have let's say you have 14 lands, you're gonna mill yourself out because of the Icetill. So what's the maximum amount? I'm gonna say like we'll say 13. Is that right? 13 mil, and then we have a draw. Sure. Okay. Famished Worldshire, and we have 13 lands, as I understand, before we actually deck ourselves out. So choose up to 13. I have to cut one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's a decent chance I screwed this up, but... So we're going to mill ourselves out, except for one card. As I understand. Again, as I understand. And then the hopes is that we have enough firepower with Dragonback Assault. Hopefully I didn't screw this up. I still don't know if it's going to be enough. Because I imagine they're going to flip this Dollmaker Shop thing, right? I really hope I didn't screw this up. Alright, no, so I have one card left that I can draw, so I can't drop any more lands. I'm gonna swing in here just to be a little cheeky, I guess. I have 14 creatures. We're gonna have to hope that we have enough firepower on the back end. Yeah, I can't drop a land anymore, because then I mill myself out and I lose next turn. We're gonna have to hope this 14 lands, or creatures, are enough. I don't know if it's going to be. It's gonna give you a little cheers action here. Ugh. Ugh, hair in my mouth. Gross. So what really sucks is I think... Well, I don't know. How big can they get here? Yeah, I was hoping this Famished Worldshire would be big enough for the Lifelinker, but now that the Lifelinker is too big, now we can't go in for Worldshire. Now the Worldshire can't ward off the Glimmer, and now we're just screwed, I think. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, man. The Lifelink is just going to be too much to bear, I fear. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about this. So Famished Worldshire. I guess we'll just block this for fun. Oh man, that life, it's the lifelink. That's our win condition, is the lifelink, sadly. Because I think we'll have enough to block. But we will not have enough to actually swing, I don't think, right? That's kind of what I'm getting at here. Damn, it's that lifelink. Damn. Damn. Blocks, sure. 53 life. I don't think we're gonna have enough. No, I don't think so. So we had Dragonback Assault, but now that they flipped this Dollmaker Shop, I think we're just gonna be just not good enough. So 8 times 4, that's 32. 8 times 4 is 32. Man, if they didn't have this, we could win. Because then we could have the Dragonback Assault, clear the board. There's no way out of this. There's truly, genuinely no way out. Oh, it's so sad. Vinestalk. I don't think Vinestalk does enough, right? At this point, I don't care about milling, so... So at this point, we're just going to drop our lands so that we can just pump some more Vinestalks, I guess. I don't have a way to give haste, so that's also off the table. These are 6, so they doesn't really do anything. Vestige is dead. This is dead. Dead. Brick. Alright, just Brick City. I think we're going to come up short here, sadly. That was a fun one, though. That was a fun one. I don't think... Yeah, this doesn't do anything because now they're too big with the Dollmaker Shop, sadly. Yeah. Alright, let's send them in. Hopefully they sneeze. This doesn't matter, right? I don't think this matters. Alright, we'll just click this for fun. We'll shrink you down. Yep. That was a fun one, though. Like I said, I don't know. There's a lot of caveats that we could have won on this game. If we had some sort of, like, disruption, obviously we don't have any disruption. But if you are thinking about making a deck like this, obviously keep that in mind. We're just kind of screwing around best of one style here. Not a whole lot of, well, literally no disruption right now. Don't think this is going to be enough. So they probably do some disruption here. Let's go ahead and give them a good game. Cheers it up, but that was a fun one. We both show the potential of our decks here. Alright, so we're rocking our new Flood Maws here. Yeah, I think you got, especially in best of one, I think you gotta just go for some sort of, like, disruption. Honestly, I'd rock a Mana keychain. Yeah, hey, if we get big enough, I can make keychains. I'll send you one. Torch of Tower is a good spell for burns. See, the only problem with Torch of Tower is Torch of Tower does the same. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. But the Dragonback Assault does the burning. So once they go in for, like, you saw that those last couple matches, is once they hit you with, say, a creature with over 3 or 4 toughness, like, you're kind of screwed. I kind of like the Flood Maw a little bit more. Because otherwise, you're just, like, sitting there with your pants down. That's Teamer's biggest, like, weakness, is just big creatures, sadly. Do I have Overlord in this? No. I'm really focusing more on, like, the newer cards. I guess it's not really a newer card, but you definitely could. Alright, PuPu, what are we doing here? What's the play? I think we'll go in for Ridgeline. Yep, nothing too crazy here. Go in for a Tatyova. Torch is good until, like, turn 3 and 4 and start to lose its luster. Yeah, that's the biggest weakness of this deck's... Any red-based removal, once they just have too much toughness, I mean, you literally can't do anything and you just auto-lose. So I think the bounce is actually a little bit what you need. And then we have the Dragonback Assault, which burns. But Torch is great. I mean, Torch is phenomenal. This is not an anti-Torch take. This is just like, how do you kill something with bigger toughness than 3? Doesn't seem like a very coherent deck. We gotta have at least some sort of plan for that. Alright, hey, Arconi, speaking of changelings, this is not totally a changeling, but it's kind of a changeling, right? Close. Close enough, right? 2 green trample. Oh, yeah, the Frenzied Berserker or whatever the hell. Oh yeah, that thing's great. I got a deck with that thing in there. That card's phenomenal. Mono green that like needed that. Let's go for PuPu. Alright, so I think we could use the Flood Maw. I think I'd rather just hold still. So what I want to do now is go in for PuPu. Untap, and then we go in for Tatyova. And then we go for Stomping Ground. Alright, I think that's the proper sequencing there. I mean, we are kind of like tapped out for a turn, which kind of sucks, but that was definitely the proper sequencing. Torch is great, but lost a lot of strength since the shift. I wonder how good it'll be when EOA is fully out. Yeah, Torch is like just like a damn good card. I don't really have any like strong takes. No hot takes for me. Very good card. I'm gonna let this go. I would like my Tatyova to live one more turn, if I can have so. That's actually not that bad. We'll get rid of the PuPu. PuPu, you've done your job. Salute to you, my friend. Why are you... No, listen to me. Listen to me. Why is Auto Tapper getting rid of my blue sources when the only cards I have are blue? Oh, it's so aggravating. Let's manually tap this. Manually tapping. Icetill Explorer, and now we have 2 untapped blue sources. Thank you. I'm gonna put this in tap. We are gonna get 1 draw here with the Druid. Thankfully, we do get the Stomping Ground, which is pretty damn nice. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Getting a little bit of value. Value City. I think I do swing in here, right? You're just a little 2-2. You're just a little 2-2. A lot of turn 1 and turn 2 easy burn. Not many cards with 2 mana value, less than 2-1. Yeah, Torch was like, I mean, again, I don't have a hard take with Torch. Torch is a phenomenal card. It really is. I have Torch in a lobster deck with like I'll show you after this one. Strategic Betrayal. It kind of sucks because of the Icetill Explorer. So I guess we might as well get rid of the Icetill Explorer. If my graveyard's going bye-bye, I guess it's probably Explorer, sadly, because my graveyard's going bye-bye anyway. Alright, we're going to go for the Flood Maw on the Cecil, so I'm not too worried about that. So the only question is, do I want to go for Flood Maw now? Not really. I think we'll take the hit. Maybe we lessen the blow here a little bit. I'm getting a little nervous. So this is kind of the same thing here. They can just tap out for it. I guess we'll do this right now. That lessens the blow a little. It's kind of the same thing. And then before they flip this, we can just Flood Maw that. Sure. Alright, that's fine. I think that was fine, right? Speaking of good cards, yeah, Cecil, man. What a card. Cecil. Whew. It's funny, too, because, like, I've... thought Cecil was kind of lackluster when it was first released, just because it was in the Corey Steelcutter meta, which was not good. Alright, Tatyova does go bye-bye with Dragonback Assault, which is kind of rough. But let's get a little bit of value here from the forest before we say bye to Tatyova. Let's just go in. I'm not even going to warp it. I'm just going to go straight in for this big Eldrazi. I just want a 7/5 creature, honestly. Now we can swing in. We still got the Flood Maw. We might not even really need a Dragonback Assault. But I do like this card a lot. It's either a 7/5, which is like pretty good. Or you get to ramp up on the turn 4. I mean, this is looking pretty good, right? Worst case scenario, we have Flood Maw, Restless Ridgeline, just a 7/5 Eldrazi. Eldrazi's are back in standard, baby. Fabled Soldier. I don't like this that much. They're going to sack the Miner, bring it back. I guess. Going out, I will leave you. Oh, appreciate that, Argoni. Appreciate you. Appreciate that mightily, my friend. I mean, we could probably just like Flood Maw into Dragonback Assault, but we'll see. For the win, that'd be kind of funny. Alright, let's do a little bit of thinking here. I don't think they can really ping me for 1 more damage, right? I don't think so. Oh, this is going to be hilarious. Okay, here we go. This is what it's all about, baby. We have the Anticausal Vestige. Come on, this is just not even fair. Eldrazi's are back in Standard. Dragonback Assault. Sweep the board, and that's so crazy that you have 7 life left, and now I have an Eldrazi. Oh, I forgot about Sephiroth. Silly me. Ha! There. Fair enough, fair enough. I forgot. Got a little bit high on my horses here. Still got the Into the Flood Maw. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Haste of the Stashed Skeleton. Alright, no problem. Yet. And that is going to do it. Okay, so, for some reason I have a little bit of a brain lapse there. Memory lapse with Sephiroth, but we got it done anyway.